San Francisco!
Today, listen. Also, this is not recording yet, right? Because I don't want to waste. All I'm gonna sit here and say is ESPN. A lot of people. Let me not say ESPN because I don't know who the source is. A good amount of people have the Giants beating the Eagles, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
I hope so.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I love when they count us out. Every time they count us out, we win. Now you know nope. This next part I'll save. All or nothing. I'm going to say those words. All or nothing.
Well, listen, guess what happened? I put that on the Subflex podcast. Welcome to the Route Tree. We are going to discuss Wild Card Weekend while I have a little small take from my boy Ty Washington that already gave up a little bit of his gems that he's going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Saturday's games, and of course, you already know what we're going to start with. We're going to go with the 9-8 Seattle Seahawks, a very good team that Washington was very high on, which he was correct this whole year, and I was wrong about. Going against a quote-unquote juggernaut that ESPN is talking about of the San Francisco 49ers. When you look at this game, it was a tale of two halves. I'll let y'all discuss this after I talk. It was very close at the first half. Brock Purdy looked like Mr. Irrelevant. They came back and, second half, redid their game plan, and then it was unleashed. They looked good. It's a very scary team right now. That's what you think about it. That's about 11 in a row now that they've been playing. One thing I will tell you before you guys talk, they're going against the Cowboys next, and we'll talk about that later. Brock Purdy, even though he has played pretty well, has been only playing against a bottom 20 defense until this week. That's something key to talk about right now. That this is a top 5 defense. He's finally getting to see this is the challenge that we need to see because if you think about it, if he does well, say we lose, if he does well against this defense, we're talking about Brock Purdy starting next year and Trey Lance is the backup. That's what I'm seeing, right? Everything has to happen for Brock Purdy. He wins the Super Bowl, no question. But if he does well against the Cowboys, yet the offense of the Cowboys beat us, then it's not his fault. And it's not his fault. You're looking at the starter next year as well. It looks good for us because it's inexpensive. We still got to pay Bosa this offseason. Ayuk is also on there for free agency. We have a lot of these quote unquote, if you play Madden, X factors that need to get paid right now. The game looked well. It was a tale of two halves. It looked kind of sketchy at first, but I want to see what y'all. I don't even know if y'all even watched this game, but I'm pretty proud of what they put down there in Levi Stadium. So I don't care who goes.
I did watch this game for the most part, getting fucked up at a bar in Jacksonville, pre-gaming for the Jags game. But the first half, I was texting you, and it looked like they was going to be a lot closer than what I thought it was. Whatever it was, they came in, they made their adjustments, and they started scoring, ran away with it, and never really gave it back.
Let's be clear before you go, because I know Washington's going to explain this. None of this is Gino's fault. So go ahead.
No.
This was just no top, my boy Gino.
No. None of this was Gino's fault, but this was just a case of the Niners are just a better team.
Yeah.
The Niners are just they're a more mature team. They're a better team who's been there before. And, okay. And then, sorry. And then it was just a better team who's been there before. And the Seattle Seahawks inexperience just showed. It's really what it came down to. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think they were just the better team. Now, give Seattle a couple of years, I'm sure they'll be kind of where the Niners are.
Exactly. They have the draft compensation. They have a really royalty of drafts.
Yeah, shout out to Denver for that, and for just giving it up for free. And what you were saying about Brock Purdy earlier, he we were talking. I've been saying for weeks. I was like, he's playing with nothing to lose. He's not going to be the starter next year, and so on and so forth. He very well could be playing himself in a starting job now. And I think they're gonna give Trey Lance every opportunity to win the starting job because of what they have invested in him. But I think I think it's gonna be a very tight leash for Trey Lance. I think it's
But
a very tight leash.
you have to. You really have to. And before Watch goes, this is perfect. Like I said, financially we are not that good because we have to pay all these great players. Now, when it
Yeah.
comes to the quarterback position, Jimmy G, congrats, you did really well as a Niner, but it's done. We can't pay you no more. We get 2 rookies on rookie contracts. That's cheap. Now you put them in a competition. Washington, me and you, when it comes to us going to the gym, when we see each other outdoing each other, what happens? The next person gets better. So Brock Purdy may be the starter, but Trey Lance is right there because what happens in a Kyle Shanahan offense? We are on our 3rd quarterback in one season.
The thing now though is like Brock Purdy has gone from an unknown to proven.
No, and I absolutely agree. But
And
what
Trey Lance,
I'm talking
and
about,
Trey Lance still don't know what Trey Lance is. So
but
like now you
this
got a guy who's
helps.
proven
This
that he can
helps.
win in this league and win in the playoffs, as opposed to a guy who pretty much went out early and you don't know what the team is going to look like with him.
Now I agree with that, but what I'm saying is financially it's good, but with Trey Lance not being, the what if who the fuck on any platform even talked about Brock Purdy and now look at him. So we don't even
Yeah.
know what we can unleash with Trey Lance also. So with him having that competition, knowing that a person that was the last pick in the 7th round versus the 3rd pick in the 1st round, this creates a really good competition. And as a 49ers fan, that is a really good thing to have. You're gonna have 2 young bulls that are cheap. You're gonna figure it out. Now, say that Brock Purdy gets hurt, Trey Lance gets his chance to try to thrive.
This is Trey Lance's
Hold on,
third
hold
year
on,
coming up,
time
right?
out. You
Yes.
don't have enough energy for me. You don't have enough energy for me for a guy whose team is supposed to go to the Super Bowl. When we talk about my Giants, I'm passionate. I'm feeling this. You don't have enough energy for me.
Hey,
And
watch.
I need that from you.
Watch.
I need that from you.
What is the
Are you scared right now?
No. What's the umbrella of all my other complexes, bro? It's subtle flex. I'm not gonna fucking gloat on something. I'm
You're
not like
wilding.
a certain
You're just
person
tripping.
that is to go overboard
Nah,
over this.
I'd rather hear him right now. Because this is the time you can talk your shit. This is the
Facts,
time
bro.
of year you talk
No,
your
You-
shit.
you
You don't
there.
talk your shit in the regular season.
Washington.
You talk your shit right now. But that's
Washington.
not what I want to say.
My
That's
team
not what I
has
want to
been
say.
to a Super Bowl and a NFC championship in the last 2 years, right? There's no flex. I need to see a ring for me to fucking talk my shit. So I've seen everything under the Super Bowl.
Anyway, boo.
Now
Boo.
a Jacksonville Jaguars
Boo.
fan, a Giants fan that hasn't seen it in so long. Yes, you guys can talk your shit. I've seen something.
When the last time they won a Super Bowl?
I don't want to
won a
look.
Super Bowl 2011. We won a Super Bowl 2011. The last time we won a Super
I'm
Bowl?
not.
The 90 what?
Yes,
90 what?
yes. I'm not.
You see, you hear? Look,
So why? So why would I talk my
you don't
shit?
like
So why would I talk
all
my
right,
shit?
because you need to be, and this might be the year. I mean, you
I'm
got to
an
go through us.
NFL fan
all
before I'm
Wash is trying
anything.
to say,
I'm an
all
NFL
Wash
fan.
is trying to say is he just wants you to be hyped for your team.
Be
I
hype,
all.
my boy.
That's
Listen,
all.
Nah, bro.
all right, so
You
time
don't
out, time out,
look
time out.
hyped, bro.
You're not hype
You're
on
as
here.
hype as a librarian, dog.
So time out. Let me explain. I love this team, right? I do. I honestly do.
You sound like you
And
like them. You don't sound like you like you like them.
what's fun?
Bill
What's funny?
Belichick got more
So
hype than you, bro.
but I'm waiting until we talk about the quick pickums because now quick pickums is short and I can explain. Let me do that.
Boo.
Let me do that. But
All right, fine. This is what I want to say.
so you
I
already know the
agree.
Cowboys. Go ahead.
I agree / disagree. I think it's Brock Purdy's job. I think the job next year. I think training camp for San Fran is going to be interesting. I think Brock. They will not name the starter until right before the season. I think it's Brock Purdy's job to lose. I think seeing what everything happened, seeing how the team worked with Brock Purdy,
Yeah.
they want to put Trey Lance. They want to give it to Trey Lance, but you just saw what Brock Purdy did with this team. How can you give it back to Trey Lance?
I think they see. I think Trey Lance is more talented than Brock Purdy,
I think
right?
his arm
Like
stronger.
physically talented.
Okay, yeah.
So I think if in their minds is like, okay, if we can get this out of Brock Purdy, imagine the big old P word.
Good point.
The big P word potential.
Potential,
Imagine what we could get out of Trey Lance is how I think they would
That's
approach
fair.
it. Because think
That's
about
fair.
it. You also have a first round draft pick invested in the guy, and this year, next year's gonna be his third year. You got 2 years before you figure out whether you're gonna option him for that 5th year or not. And then you gotta start thinking what you're gonna do after that. So you gotta know what you gotta know with him. You know what I mean? You gotta figure it out what he's gonna be. You know? I get what you're saying. And what you're saying with Brock Purdy is his job to lose. It's not a hot take. I'm not like disagreeing with you. But like you think about what you have invested in Trey Lance, and everybody falls in love with the big P word.
Big
So,
investment.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
on top of that, like he's a much more physically talented player.
He's a specimen.
Like physically. Yeah. Like and he's also a little bit more mobile, and he can do a little bit more things allegedly. Like
skills
so,
versus intangibles. I get it.
So like you're gonna have to see what's up top with Trey Lance when he gets on the field. Like that's what's gonna matter. Then the physical talent is there, but if you can't fucking put the puzzle together mentally, then okay, you know what he is.
Gotta
you
go.
know
Take your L.
And there's no loss. There's no
gotta
further
give
loss.
Trey Lance the shot because of what you
No further loss.
Last thing you want to be, the last thing people you want to be compared to is Green Bay with your quarterback.
But really, no. When I say no further loss, what I'm saying is you already have Trey Lance. You already have Brock Purdy. You just see what you got. That's what I mean. No further loss.
Okay, so
Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Like you then there's no more debacle around it.
There's a debacle still though. There's a debacle still because of this.
Let's get through this season. Let's get through this season.
No. Yeah. But what I'm saying is this before we continue. Just understand everything we gave up for Trey Lance just to give the starting job to a person that was the last pick in the draft.
That's the NFL.
No. But I'm saying, like, when you talk about losing like stuff, just imagine if we knew Brock Purdy was going to be this. It's hindsight 2020, so I get it. So I'm gonna move on.
Let's also put a pause because let me put the bad seasoning into it. Okay. What Brock Purdy showed this week is he has a little bit of accuracy issues. He's not as good as we thought he was. And like the thing about San Francisco that makes analyzing these quarterbacks so effing hard is there's so much talent. All you have to do is not cough up the ball. You don't know if these guys are good. You don't know if Trey Lance is good. You don't know if goddamn Brock Purdy's good. Shoot, if Jimmy G, we know now. But we don't really know what Jimmy G looks like. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
It's fair. That's fair.
And now that you say that, I don't think we'll ever know if these guys are good until you hit like a rebuild phase. Until you have to pay him and you have to let go of people, you won't know what they are.
You have McCaffrey. I don't remember if you speak your roster. You got McCaffrey.
No,
you got Ayuk,
I have that for the quick pick'ems. I have that take later. I don't want to bring that up now. But what I want to say before we go. Go ahead.
I'm looking at this.
I'm going to the next game.
Okay, well then let me pause on your team. Seattle played a good season. I got to talk about my boys.
That's where I'm going with this next take.
Seattle had a good season. Geno deserves to stay in that system.
That's my point.
Oh yeah.
See how?
That's my point.
Deserves to stay in that system. He has the highest percentage rating, or was it the QBR percentage rating this year? Which one is it?
It don't matter. He broke franchise records his first year.
He did. But he's not a newbie, so I'm not gonna give him that much. He finally earned the chance to be a starter again, and he didn't f it up. All I have to say is I like Geno there. It makes the draft more interesting. That's what I got out of all this. It makes the draft more interesting because if somebody would have said at the beginning of the year, besides me, that Geno Smith was a good starting quarterback, besides me, you would have thought they were crazy, like y'all thought I was. At the end of the day,
That's
they
why I
don't
like
need a quarterback.
receipts.
They don't need a quarterback. So what happens with the number 3?
They're top 5 pick. They're top 5
What
pick.
happens with it? That's the most interesting story out of Seattle for me. Who is going to jump up? What are they going to offer for a top 5 pick? Because all you're going to do is make Seattle better. And y'all need to worry about that. So congrats on the 49ers.
Y'all
The 49ers, you know what? The 49ers looked a little human for a while. I think the 49ers could get beat. That's all what it showed me in the first half. They could get beat.
I can't wait for
But
the
it's
quick
going to be
pick'ems.
hard to
I
tell.
have so much to take on that.
Oh,
So
that's-
we're gonna move. We're gonna move.
But is Dallas going to be the team to beat them?
No, we'll talk about that later. But we're going to this game. We're going to talk about this next game because we spent 20 minutes on the Niners. The next game is
Facts.
the next game is the game that Mario went to. We're gonna talk about the Chargers.
Bro, I was already on
Going
the
to the
Giants Vikings game.
Jaguars.
That's what they were talking about.
We're going
Oh,
to
yeah.
the chart. No, we're going by the time frame. So the Chargers.
Okay.
So we're still on Saturday. The
Can I
Chargers.
start? Can I start?
Go ahead. I have nothing to say. I was
All right,
asleep. I went to sleep with my old ass.
the Chargers Jaguars game. Can I say this was a game that I feel a lot of people. This is one of the 2 trap games this weekend. There were 2 games this weekend that I felt a lot of people were saying the underdog had a strong shot of winning. Okay, it was the Jags Chargers game, Giants Vikings game. The way Trevor Lawrence came in that game, I wrote in the chat. I was like, whoa. I guess I was like, whoa. I was talking. I didn't say too much, but I hinted like, wow, Jaguars. What's up? Now from the beginning of the season, I was big, humongous on the Chargers. So a bone of me wanted them to win. He took my lightsaber.
Oh,
A
shit.
bone of me.
That's a weapon now.
A bone. No, baby. No, baby. Okay,
Pop.
I wanted the Chargers to win. However, the energy that I know Jacksonville had, and that was in Jacksonville, said they deserved it more. They wanted it more. They needed it more.
That's good.
Trevor
Good
Lawrence
take.
this year, everybody within sometime at the beginning of the year, they were saying, is Trevor Lawrence a bust?
That's
Trevor
true.
Lawrence walked out there. Trevor Lawrence walked out there in the first half. He said, I am a bust. And I don't know what the hell. Did he get one of Deshaun Watson massages? I don't know. Oh my God, that was so bad. He got something. And when he got back, he says, you know what? My name is Trevor motherfucking Lawrence. Look at my hair. And he went off. I don't know what Doug Peterson did. I don't know what Doug Peterson said. I think Doug Peterson should be considered. I think he's a runner-up for Coach of the Year. I'm sorry, my Coach of the Year.
Who's your
Come on, bro.
The ball.
Ball?
The ball.
Come on. It's the ball, bro. It's the ball.
Balls.
The reason it's the ball is because of what he had to the weapons he had, who he had. At the end of the day, Doug Peterson had Trevor Lawrence.
That's fair.
Doug Peterson had a team that bad coaching gave them a bad record.
That's
While
fair.
the ball had a team that did not have and was losing people consistently, starters consistently through the season.
That's fair.
But back to the Jags game. I think that Brandon Staley needs to be fired. I know they fired Lombardi.
He's not gone. He's not gone.
I know. You don't think they need fired?
That's one of the points I was going to make. As a Raiders fan, I would like to thank the Spanos family for keeping him there an extra season.
No, but look.
And then unbiasedly, he need to get fired, correct?
Yes.
No, he's good. He's good right where he's at. I hope he's there for the rest of Justin Herbert's career.
All
right, so before Wash keeps going, because he's going on a roll and it's really good takes. But what he said about Staley, he should be fired. The
Ooh, what about-
perfect.
My kids
Listen,
follow
for
me.
an
What about-
go ahead. But for an Raider bias type of take, think about this: Sean Payton with a prime top 5 quarterback. Just think about that. With the team
I
that
don't
was
think he's on the
injured.
chart.
No, he's not no
I,
more.
yeah. But
But
that's what I'm
now,
saying. All the injuries, the fact that the Chargers still made it there. It's this season. The Chargers season will be defined by week 17,
resiliency. That's all it
18,
was. Yeah, 18,
17,
18,
18,
18, 18, 18.
18. Yeah, them playing their starters. That is going to be the demise of the season
That is true. Mike Williams getting hurt. That
because
is true.
because at the end of the day, and this is the thing, you were up 27-0. The Chargers choked in Chargers fashion.
In Falcons
There's
fashion.
no reason they should have lost that game. There's no reason. And when it was 30-20, because I had tuned out for a while. When I saw the score 30-20, something said, "Oh, you need to pay attention. Oh, something's about to happen."
No, it's
When they
sweet.
got 30-20, I was like, "There's a comeback coming." And then when they got the ball 30, when they got the ball down 28-30, I said, "Oh, the Jags are winning this."
So here's my hot take. The New York Jets are now looking for a new offensive coordinator. They fired Matt LaFleur's younger brother, Mike LaFleur. I don't know if it's younger, but his brother, who was an offensive coordinator for the Niners at one point. Is
Just throw the whole 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, Bush away, man. Burn that
no.
shit to the ground.
Why? When Robert Saleh is taking the Jets to a top 5 defense.
Who's left? Who's left in this Bush in the playoffs?
Kyle Shanahan.
Shanahan. That's it. Just Shanahan.
Yeah.
That's it.
So who's in the Dayball? Just Dayball? Just Dayball?
What's up? Nah, bro. They want Mike Cap and Wink Martindale for coaching jobs. Don't play with my coaching staff.
So,
Don't play with my
they're still there?
coaching staff. All right. We year
Dayball
one.
was not.
We year one.
Dayball was never that guy. I'm gonna tell you like this.
So okay, let's take a pause real quick. Do you know the boss tree? Do you know where he's been?
Yeah, the Bills.
The Patriots with Belichick, the Chiefs.
How? So was freaking what's his name at the Raiders. He's on that tree too.
No, he's not. Don't talk about McDaniels.
McDaniels is on that tree. When he fucking leaves when he leaves the nest and fucks up, guess where he goes? Back to Belichick.
So he's been with the Giants. Let me get the full thing. All right. Let's see, we're getting off topic, but listen. Giants offense coordinator for the Bills from 18 to 21. He was with the Patriots from 14, 15. I'm sorry, 13, 14, 15, 16. The Chiefs 2012. Miami, Cleveland Browns 09 and 10. The Jets, the Patriots again. Alabama. He's been around. He's been in the game for years before he got this opportunity.
So when you talk
I
about
wanted Brian Flores originally.
you say he was the coordinator for Brian Flores? That's a good take. I didn't know that.
No. I said no. Not that. I said I wanted Brian Flores originally when they hired the ball.
Oh.
But he has a nice tree.
No, he's branched off a tree. He's not the root of the tree. We got
Listen to
Matt
his coaching.
LaFleur, Green Bay Packers.
Listen to his parent coaching tree. Belichick, Eric Mangini, Tony Sparano, Sean McDermott, and Romeo Crennel.
Congratulations. Now look at Kyle Shanahan, and you're gonna be like, shit. Sean McVay, Super Bowl champion. Mike Shanahan, Super Bowl champion twice. Like, you can't compare, bro. I'm talking about him being the root. You know what? Let's stop, because I'm gonna be a hater.
Yeah, we're going.
And I don't want to do that.
We're going off top.
So we're gonna go to Sunday's game. This game shouldn't even be this close.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't even get to talk about the Jags game, dog.
Yeah, let me talk about the Jags. My fault, man. He walked away.
That's
remember?
crazy, dog.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
That was the one that was there. I've just been letting y'all do your own thing, bro.
Well,
I was like,
I
"We'll get
am
to do it
very
eventually."
sorry because I forgot we went on a spurge on
We
on,
did.
on
We
this
I
did.
game.
know.
But
Also,
go
for the
ahead.
record, I almost called the Jags game score, by the way. I said it was going to be 34-30 Jags. And y'all can look in the group chat to prove it. However, I
Vinny
mean,
says
granted,
otherwise.
like the stadium dog was night and day that game. Like the whole first of all, it was cold as shit where I was sitting up in the bleeds, dog. It was cold.
Don't
Okay,
say
yeah.
that.
Don't do that.
Ooh,
Don't
we
do
got
that. Don't do.
negative degree.
Hey, it's Step Mountain right here. It's Step Mountain Division.
Upstate New York. I don't give a fuck about that. It was
We in Canada.
the south. It was 34 degrees. It was freezing
That's a summer in December.
and windy. All right, just to see the difference of the halves in the stadium, because the whole first half, it was like the life was
Feel like
sucked out
this.
of it, bro. Everybody was like, fuck this game. Like, I was like, fuck this game, right? To see how night and day it was crazy. But also, I think the key to this game was coaching, and that shows you the difference between a coach who's won a Super Bowl, between a coach who's trying to win a Super Bowl, who keeps rolling the dice too much. Because the whole last possession that they had it before Jacksonville got it back, they barely ran that ball. And they should have ran it more frequently and ran more clock off, and they didn't. They didn't at all. Like, you could have ran the clock off, gave Jacksonville less time, and you would have left Jacksonville with a win. You'd be moving on then you'd be moving on to Kansas City. But like, that's the difference. That's the difference between a veteran coach who's won playoff games, who's won the Super Bowl, who's been there before, and somebody who's so focused on trying to, what I feel is, prove himself, that he's willing to gamble on every single fourth down he could get his little grubby hands on.
My thing is why you're doing this take is, was it 4 interceptions he had?
4 in the first. He had 3 in the first quarter.
How much was this game? You said coaching. How much was it more for the Chargers fucking it up than the Jaguars actually countering that? How much do you think was either or on the, or was it a balance of both that chess gamed each other?
I'll tell you this: Doug Peterson brings a certain type of presence to this team.
He's a genius.
This is like, I'm not trying to say like, hey, this guy's the best coach or so on and so forth, but he brings a pedigree of knowing what it takes to get to where they want to go, and knowing and having quarterbacks like Carson Wentz, and knowing, like, after this, like, I give him more credit for what he did with Carson Wentz and Nick Foles than anything, like, which is crazy. Like, which is crazy to me. The more I think about it, because think about this Jacksonville team last year as opposed to this year. Like, granted, yeah, they signed a couple of people, but the big difference is the coaching. And
they damn near had the same roster.
Minus Kirk and like a few players on their offensive line and Zay Jones. And what's crazy is they were able, like, Doug Peterson was able to help keep that team calm, keep that team in the game, have them realize there's no 30-point play, that they just got to take it a play at a time, drive at a time, score at a time, and just go back in, focus, do their job, and so on and so forth. Not many coaches in the NFL can do that. The coaches that can are moving on to the next round. You know what I mean? Like, I give a lot of credit to Doug Peterson for that game, because he was able to keep, like, the way. And also, I give a lot of credit to Trevor Lawrence, because to go into that game, throw 4 picks, like, and not give up, and not have your players give up on you after being down 28-0, speaks massive credit to what these players think of Trevor Lawrence.
What you eating, Wash?
That's what I think. What you eating, dog?
You're on mute.
Jacksonville was a party, though.
Lentil sloppy Joe.
Lentil?
Oh, Mario, you remember when I used to be vegan,
My
bro?
wife is vegan. My wife is vegan.
Yeah, I
Mario,
remember when you tried it.
try, bro. I did it for 2 years. The fuck?
Yeah, and then you quit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I never believed in the religion of vegan. I did it for health reasons. That was it.
Oh,
I'm Samoan at the end of
yeah.
the day. Now that's beyond the point. We're going to the next game. We're talking about Sunday's three game header, right? Yeah, because I don't want to talk
Okay.
about the first vegan Samoan ever. We're talking about a game that shouldn't even be this close. 31 to
Only
34, Miami at Buffalo for the third time. This goes back to my take. This goes back to my take last week of why
say the
I
Bush.
hate.
It's not.
No, it's fuck the Bush. Oh yeah, first of all, shout out shout out to McDaniels. But this goes to my take about these extra teams making it. Like we're gonna talk about this Monday night game. Some of these teams didn't deserve to make the playoffs. The first and second seeds should always get the bye week.
Pause. Nope. Pause.
No.
I'm gonna stop right there. If anything, it's showing why it is creative because there's no reason the Dolphins should have even been in that game. The number
Washington,
7 seed
Washington,
were almost knocked off.
Buccaneers
The number 7 seed.
were 8-9 and played
Listen to what
in
I'm
a
saying.
playoff game.
The number 7 seed right there almost knocked off the number 2 seed because if this is the thing, it didn't turn out that way.
Divisional. Remember that
Huh?
part. It was a divisional. That's a divisional game for the third time. Remember
Correct.
that part.
But that's the point. That's the point. If Miami would have advanced right now, I said it the other day when the Jaguars won, we were all kiki. Everybody likes an underdog story.
Watch.
Skylar Thompson. Nobody likes the Bills. Because the
No, no, yeah.
nobody likes
You know what I don't like? You know what I don't like about the Bills? Is that they're anointing these guys as
That's
like.
what I'm saying. So
That's
the
what I don't
Bills
like.
fans are slowly turning
I
into
like
Cowboys
the
fans.
Bills, and I like their fans. What I hated was like they were anointing these guys who have proven nothing.
Okay, but this
As
is my
like-
point. This is my point about the playoff seeding. Y'all should understand the way football works. The worst
I
team
do.
on any given Sunday can beat the best team. But
Yeah.
how do we reward a team that's been winning majority of the weeks, and you give a team that only won 8 games out of 17, which means what? He lost 9 of them, and they can beat
They
them
would not.
any given Sunday. No, I'm talking. Yes, what I'm talking about is the Cowboys versus the Bucks, which we will go next. What I'm saying is, yeah, we're going there. So I want, but this is my take about why the fuck are we adding a 7th team when it doesn't? You didn't deserve to be there. You within the 16 games, you did not deserve to be there.
I think we should do 18 and nobody gets bye week.
Watch.
I got
You
I got
played
an answer
football
for you.
before, though. You
Fred,
understand.
I got the answer.
You understand that. You understand the physicality
I'm
and
a
the
fan
health
now.
and
I'm
recovery.
retired. I'm a fan. I'm a fan now. I'm a fan. I want to watch some more football. I get what you're saying.
I got
the
answer for you, Fred. Why there's a 7th team? Money. That's it.
No. I get that part. I get that part. It's
Why are you
greed.
arguing?
It's greed. I get that
That's
part.
It's fun.
People want
I'm
more
not playing.
football,
Watch.
and people
Watch.
and they're gonna
Watch.
pay for it. That's it.
Watch. Okay. You want to talk about finances and and business, right?
I don't want to be logical about
What
this.
is-
I get to watch more football.
What is?
That's it. People want more football. NFL knows it. So they
Are
add
you
an
mad
Okay,
there's
time
more
out, time
football?
out, time out, time out.
Are you
Time
mad
out.
there's more football?
Time out. Oh, I'm about to counter right now. XFL comes on. Are you gonna watch that football? USFL
Yes.
comes on. You watching that football? CFL comes on.
Yes.
Watch that football. Who's the number
I
one
don't
pick
watch-
coming?
I
Who's
don't watch Canadian
Who's the
football.
number one pick coming out of the CFL? I know. Exactly.
fuck.
You don't. You don't.
There's
And
more
you
football.
want to talk about
More
more football. More football.
I know Josh Gordon in the NFL.
Your take is
I know
more
that too.
football.
I know that too.
Your take is more football. We get it with the XFL, CFL, USFL. Why the hell we have to add? We don't crown the best team. We don't crown the best team,
I'll
bro.
tell you this.
Go
I'll
ahead.
tell you this. I'll counter your counter. People would rather watch a bad quality NFL game than a good quality XFL or USFL game.
And that's not good. Because guess what happens? Guess what happens? Because I already know the answer. Cinderella story. If you knock off the Eagles, Niners, or any of these, the Chiefs and them on the first first week, you knock them off. What is the TV ratings for the NFL that next week?
Probably not as high. No, it wouldn't be as high.
But you're talking
I
about
get it.
when you guys combated with finances and money. You lose
But-
Mahomes. You lose Mahomes on your first week. You're not gonna be tuned in like that.
Yeah.
It's finances. That's you brought it up. It's finances. Why would you knock off the San
You asked
Francisco
why.
49ers or the Dallas Cowboys or Philly the first week?
Hold on. Because I want to say something.
Would you watch the Seahawks in the divisional round?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll watch
I would
whatever.
divisional round
Me?
regardless.
I'm the you're talking to me.
You're
I'm
a
not
diehard.
So the casual.
Nah,
hold
a
on.
casual.
So the
Casual.
casual probably not.
No.
Me, I'm gonna watch every
No.
fucking game. I don't give like the playoffs.
You want to
ones
watch
I'm
every
going to
game.
watch.
It's exciting. You're looking for logic.
No. Y'all brought up business and finances.
No,
What is the
asked
TV?
why, and
What
you
is the
gave no
TV
reason.
ratings? What is TV ratings if Seattle is the headliner against another team?
Hold on. You
After
think people will stop watching? You think people will just stop watching?
it happened already, bro. There's literally data. The only reason why I'm bringing it up is because I YouTubed it and saw the data. We'll bring it up next time on a different type of show because I don't have it. I don't know how to do this shit on this virtual shit. But there's data that shows TV ratings drop when you lose a top 5 quarterback, when you lose a top 5 defense outside of the championship game. Like you
Well,
got.
as long as the
I never brought up TV business wise. But when y'all brought that up, I had to bring that up. TV ratings. That's business. That's business.
But
Right?
like, okay. But even I still feel like it equals out though, because like you'll have an extra game, even if you lose fans the next week for whatever reason. Like having that extra game is still gonna equal out essentially.
Another thing about extra games, if you actually played football, that's an extra game.
Yeah.
I agree to it,
But you know these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck about that.
They didn't agree to that shit. That was not agreed.
No, an extra game don't mean nothing to the people making the decisions.
It's money. You absolutely brought it up. It's money. That's all it
like,
is.
It is money.
But to the player, so
yeah, that fucking sucks.
So on like the worst scale, right? Let's say wild card weekend, 3 or 4 of the top 5 quarterbacks get injured for that extra game. Now we're looking at a playoff team like, That's where I'm going with this. It's like, Like, look at this. Look at this week. Look at this wild card weekend. Who was the quarterback that played? Who was the quarterback that played? Brock Purdy, Geno Smith. No
Getting
offense.
away from that though.
What?
All right.
Huntley and what's the Miami one? I forgot his name. Thompson. You got those players playing. What happens when you have an extra game? You get injured quarterbacks
getting away from that and going back to this game. All right.
Right.
All right. Because I'm gonna say because I gotta get this in now before you guys forget I exist and roll into the New York Giants game.
That's
all
next.
No, I need you.
I have to get this piece in now. This game was a lot closer for the reason I've been saying about the Bills for weeks. What have I been saying?
They're one-dimensional. One-dimensional. But it doesn't matter. Like, I know what your take was, but what happens when you're a casual fan that watches? It's a third time you're playing a divisional team.
I'm just telling you.
Anything can happen.
This game is why it was as close as what it was.
I loved it. And Washington
His
texted
best
me
rusher-
like, "You watching this?"
rusher
Yes,
was
I
10
wanted
carries.
this to win.
The best rusher was Devin Singletary, 10 for 48.
Hey, let's not knock off the Miami defense, though. All right.
I'm just saying, when you know what the team is gonna do, it's a little bit easier for your defense to game plan for it.
That's true.
Learn how to run the fucking ball, Buffalo.
But we know this. We talked about this. Wash, you got any take before we go to your team? All right, we're going to this next game. The second game of Sunday, 31-24.
The game of the goddamn weekend was the Giants-Vikings game. There was no game more important than this game. Not the Jags, not the Cowboys. None of it mattered because the New York Football Giants are in the playoffs, and like they do every time they win the wild card, we're winning it all. Every time New York, we're one or done. If we win the wild card,
Mario.
we're winning the Super Bowl. And we're winning the Super Bowl against the Jaguars.
I'm clipping this for social media.
And
Do it.
winning it against the Jaguars. Daniel Jones was 301 yards, 2 TDs, 0 interceptions, 76 yards with his feet. Saquon Barkley, 14 carries, 100. I'm not looking at this, by the way. I memorized this. 106 or 9 yards because, bro, Adoree Jackson, hey, man, he contained JJ. Adoree Jackson is back. He contained JJ. You know what? Everyone's saying Kirk Cousins shouldn't have checked it down. And that was a horrible play. But let's be real. Kirk Cousins kept them in the game. Kirk Cousins kept them in the game.
You know what? Why?
Now, it's Kirk.
You know why? You know why? What wins
Because you let 'em.
championships? What wins championships? Something
Don't-
y'all
don't-
don't got. Something y'all
excuse
don't
me.
got.
Excuse me.
Something
Yeah,
y'all don't
Blake
got.
Martindale. We have the best support. You know what we didn't do as often as we usually do? We didn't blitz. We let them have it until we got to the end zone. We let them have it until they got to the end zone. Now,
Y'all the worst
Was there-
defense on the NFC side of the tournament. Just letting you know.
you're a fucking hater, bro. You're
Yup.
your head's fucking bald.
Hey,
Am I a hater?
New York gave Minnesota the balls, all right?
We all in this freaking chat said Minnesota was a fraud in
I
the
don't
first
care
place.
about none of that. I don't care. You see that? Proud. That's how you talk about your team. You talk about your team like your team already won. They're winning it all. All right, I'm done.
Yeah. Not with him. I'm
I
rolling
love
with
the,
New
I
York.
love the energy,
All
and
the way.
that's probably the energy he wanted me to do. But I like my energy when it comes to the quick pick'ems. But just know that if there's any way that the Giants goes against the Niners, you better mute every single social media, every single thing he has said. He has, listen, you better.
Once. The last time we played y'all, we beat y'all ass in Candlestick. You remember that?
I
were
was
there.
physically there.
You were
Yes,
there. What
yes.
happened that year? What did we win?
Super Bowl. Yes, but what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this.
I don't care how many times you
Enjoy.
go to the dance.
Enjoy.
I don't care how many. I
Enjoy.
don't care how many times you go to the dance.
Enjoy.
There's only one winner and
Enjoy.
31 losers.
Guess what?
I don't care if you went to the Super
Stop-
Bowl last
stop looking
5
at
Super
us.
Bowls.
You lost to
Stop
the
laughing.
Eagles. You lost to the Eagles twice.
He was
Worry
Daniel
about
Jones
them.
wasn't ready.
Worry
Daniel
about
Jones,
them.
he was warming up.
Not
He
Philly.
was hitting his still.
Worry about them. That's all I care
I'm
about.
not. You worry about go Cowboys. Don't make me say go Cowboys again.
Do it. It's recorded. Do it, because I'm about to put that on social media. Do it.
Oh.
I can't do it.
Wait,
I
I'm
can't.
clipping. It's already too late because you already said it and I clipped it.
I
It's
should
all
have let
right.
you say.
It's all right.
I mean,
I already
I
got it.
can't-
I
I
already
can't
got
do
it. He said go Cowboys. Even if he said
Hey, I didn't hear it. I think I was going through a tunnel or something.
oh, don't worry. Clip it and remind you. I'll put it in the chat. Don't worry about that. He said don't. This is what I love about video. He said, don't make me say go Cowboys. Guess what happens
Bro.
Guess what happens with that video? Cutting
Watch.
don't make me say.
It's all on the record, dog. Like
It's
you're putting
record.
everything all on the record.
It's record.
It's all on the record.
It's record.
in the archives, bro.
It's in the archives, my guy. I don't care what you got on your phone. Subtle Flex is gonna be like a Giants fan said, "Go Cowboys."
Check your phones right now.
Doesn't matter about the phone. I got video of you.
Check your phone.
I
Check
got
your
video
phone.
of you saying that shit, bro.
Check your phone. If you don't shut up, I'm gonna say respectfully. Hold on, respectfully, because I'm not
shutting up. Then I'm not shutting up. Go ahead, say it. Say it. Say it. Watch this.
Go, boys.
Say it.
That one.
Say it. Cause where's my camera? I'm gonna put it out there.
Oh, he put it in the chat. Oh no.
Hey, hold on. Quick moment.
No.
Listen. Quick moment. I'm gonna stand by it because I said it, but realistically, I'm really praying for the 49ers to win because I fucking hate the Cowboys. But this is personal. You know, I thought I'd be saying this to the mic.
Y'all not beating the Eagles, so
who? Gonna shoot some birds out the sky, my boy.
Shout out to what's that Wolf of Wall Street? What the fuck? You a fucking owl? Who? You,
hey man.
You.
Hey man, we shoot some birds out the sky. We shoot some birds. Hey man, last time y'all played the 49ers, what happened? I mean, y'all played the Cowboys in the playoffs. What happened?
We won, nigga.
Y'all lost.
We won last year.
Oh shit, that is true. I'm talking about the divisional. My fault. That was the divisional.
You made me drop the N-word on this fucking podcast. God damn. Listen, we're going to the next game.
You gotta insert a child sensitive bleep in that one.
I don't care, bro. I don't care.
Hey, look at your phone. Look at your phone.
Get the black bar.
Look at your phone.
I don't care.
Oh no!
It's okay. Guess what? Hey, guess what happened? You know how petty I get? I already screenshotted it. It's a wrap. That shit's on camera, on the phone.
I still had my phone.
This is recording while you're saying this, my guy.
Something else.
So we're going to the next game. I don't care about this game because we are Huntley and Bengals.
No, Mario. I need. Come on, I need the energy, man. What you guys say about the Giants Vikings game, man? Yeah, look, baby. Baby.
First of all, the Vikings are who I've been saying they were all fucking year. All right, Giants got theirs back, and I loved it. I watched that game. I loved it because that was the game before. Yeah, that was the game. That was the night game, right? That was
the 4:15 game.
That was. Yep, I watched that game. Because that was the last game I was watching because I was going to sleep that fucking night. But that was a good game, man. And
it was.
Kirk Cousins played better than I thought primetime Kirk Cousins was going to play. But that defense is sus as hell. Yeah, and Danny Dimes looked good. Saquon looked fantastic. That was a game, bro.
That defense.
It was a good game, and to go in there and beat them at home.
Yeah,
like to beat them at home. That was fantastic.
Our defense is sus. And I don't know. No, go away, bro. You're not gonna burn my energy.
Though the defense is sus, coaching will make up for that a little bit.
Yeah,
they'll be all right.
That shit is trash, bro.
Well,
they can't even
making me want.
They can't even guard COVID-19. The fuck?
I got 2 trap games this week, and I'm sure you can imagine which ones they are. Right?
You're a fucking hater if you say that, so it's all right.
No, it ain't the Niners, fool.
All right, so you're not a hater.
Baby. No, it ain't the Giants, fool.
Stop talking about that. We have a segment for that. Unprofessional ass motherfuckers.
If y'all lose, oh my God. Nobody expected us to get this far. But if y'all lose, my boy.
Okay.
My boy.
You know what's crazy is if we lose with the last pick in the draft, I'm not surprised.
No, you know that's not it. That's not the real thing.
Where's Daniel Jones? Where was Daniel Jones drafted?
No. You've been hyping this motherfucking Brock up all this time, and don't just now be like, well, if we lose, we have
you
the
say
last
that.
pick in the
No.
You say that.
2 more days.
Oh,
You
all right,
guys
time
have
out,
2
time
more
out.
days.
Mario said something, and I want to show. I want proof of me saying that Brock Purdy's this GOAT or this guy. That I'm. You said I hyped him
like
up.
Brock Purdy in this system
You're calling
and blah 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 blah. You've been sending the Paul Heyman Brock Purdy videos in the group chat.
Because
Like,
it's funny.
come on.
Hey, you show a lot of other things on this chat, and it can be paused. And I don't try to do that. Don't try to do that.
All right, no. Let's talk about the unfair advantage that was noted. So and this right here is a valid complaint about Wild Card Weekend. On Monday night, the Cowboys and the Buccaneers played. The Cowboys won. and
No,
now
it's
have to
business,
travel.
bro. It's business, bro. It's money.
Listen, let me finish.
Y'all
But
didn't
the
give me that
timing of the
chance.
game, it's the timing of the game. It's the timing of the game. Because now Dallas walks in there down 2 days into San Fran.
That's
San Fran has 5 days.
Can I talk?
Dallas has a short week.
No, time out. Can I talk real quick?
I don't know.
Yeah, go
I don't
for
know.
it.
I don't know. I'm a little hurt by the things you've been saying so far.
No, so you are absolutely right with the advantage of what you're saying. Yet the stuff that we talked prior to that, you weren't on that same page.
This is what I'm saying. Here's my fix. No Monday night games. All games should be played Saturday and Sunday.
No.
I think they should.
Mario is absolutely correct. It's money. The one thing I'm telling you, the one thing I'm telling you,
it's still the
what
same amount of
you can
games.
do, and what you should do is you should spread these games out a little bit more.
no,
Is what
it
you
can't
should
happen.
do.
It can't happen, bro.
What's-
Because
Why?
of money. Because
Now
of
you-
money.
No, because
No,
you understand
you
what
still
we're
have
saying,
the same
and
amount
you're
of
being
games.
you're being a butthole. You understand
you-
what we're saying? You're being a butthole.
You
Explain.
still have the same amount of. You still have the same amount of games,
Right.
but you spread out these games to where teams don't have to go 2 days to another team to play another team that had 5 days of rest. You can play less games over a more amount of weeks.
May I combat
Why
that?
not?
May I combat
Huh?
that? If in a 17-week season, I defeat the most out of them, shouldn't I be rewarded more rest for the amount of wins I got?
No,
Shouldn't that be?
bro.
So what's the point of winning all these wins? Why should
You
I
have
even
home
give?
field advantage.
Like,
Home
I
field
think-
advantage.
So
No.
the first, I think you're right. The first two teams should probably have that advantage.
It was
But once you're in the
perfect
playoffs-
before that, but it was green.
But it seems like once you're there, right, and two teams played on the same day or the same fucking week or whatever the fuck you want to say, those two teams who are playing each other should have the same amount of rest leading up to that game.
Agreed. But what I'm saying
But
is, a lot of the
still-
reason why it ain't a team was the same thing you kept saying was money.
No,
That's it.
because you understand what we're saying.
You can
And
still
you
pick
understand
the
what we're
same
saying
amount of
right
games
now,
you have now,
and
which
you're
is
trying to
7
prove a
games,
point.
but you just spread them out.
It's the
What do you
same
mean
amount of
by
games.
spreading
That's
it
what
out,
we're
though?
saying.
Like, you don't have to play 4 games on a Saturday, 4 games on a Sunday. You can play 2 games, another 2 games. Those two teams that are playing could play each other
All right, so
in
time
a
out.
week or two.
Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand the cable sense of this, of the scheduling of cable?
Yes.
They don't have they have a certain amount of time to get their cable contract done. So if you extend it, now they have to extend the length of their cable time.
But so what? You're in February. What other sports are you competing with? People are going to watch playoff football over regular season basketball any day anyways. You don't have baseball.
We're in
Nobody in the States
All-Star-
watches fucking hockey.
We're in All-Star week. Don't say that about hockey.
I love hockey.
I agree about hockey, but I'm in the minority of the hockey fans.
I love hockey.
But
No, I love hockey. But, like, that's the
NBA
least watched sport out of
NBA
sports, big
is
sports.
NBA is in its hottest form. Trade deadline and the All-Star weekend's coming up next. That's the next thing coming up.
Yeah,
what?
but everyone's
Washington,
focused
don't
on
say that.
playoffs.
Don't say that, Washington. Yes,
But
agreed.
everyone's focused on
No,
playoffs.
agreed. But you extend the playoffs. Now you're getting into the drama of NBA. The
Okay,
drama in
I-
NBA gets.
he's right about that.
You know what?
That's
Fine.
valid.
Then start the regular season earlier, and still spread out those games.
Agreed. I like
Still have the same amount of games.
football year round. So I agree with what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, what is formatted now, I don't agree of a seventh team. Get the top 6 of the 30 and go. Just go with it. This 8 and
More
9
football.
Bucks team is not a playoff team, bro.
People just want more football. That's all it is, bro. And the NFL knows that, and they're gonna make more money off of it. And the only people that are gonna suffer are the players.
And yeah, and fans that like quality football. Because we all knew what the fuck was gonna happen to the Bucks. And we're gonna talk about that. Not next, but do we have to talk about the Bengals and Ravens?
All I want
Not
to
really.
say is, one play. It literally was one play that changed the whole game.
Right.
The Bengals were supposed to walk in, take that and walk the hell out, and they didn't. Still good win. More importantly, all I want to ask is one question. I'm telling you right now, I think he did. Do you think Lamar Jackson made the best decision?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
why?
Absolutely.
Health.
Because of
Health and
money?
Yes,
Because-
absolutely.
because-
Absolutely.
Let me tell you this. What if he would have came back into that playoff game and played like shit?
I agree.
The
Right,
value
I
goes
agree.
down. So
Anything
that's
negative.
perfect.
Anything negative at this point that happens to Lamar Jackson will impact the money he gets, and he should get whatever money he thinks he's worth.
So absolutely correct what you're saying. It's like the stock market, right? What you give them is the value you deserve.
The only issue I have with Lamar Jackson is he wasn't at the game, and I felt like he should have been there.
No, why?
Because
Listen,
he's still
You're gonna
like
have to franchise tag me. You're gonna
But
have to
no,
franchise tag me.
not but like your boys though. Like if I'm even regardless of what I feel over management, I'm gonna still go for my boys regardless.
what does that tell you? He's gone.
Yes,
Fuck the Ravens.
that's
That's what he's
just tag
saying.
him. I don't
Fuck the
think
Ravens.
he's in unless he has a deal. I don't think he's in the Ravens uniform.
There is 3 places that I pray he goes. The Miami Dolphins.
Vegas.
No, fuck no. The Miami
Not getting
Dolphins.
Brady, bro.
The Miami
getting Brady.
Dolphins. Y'all getting or Aaron
Vegas.
Rodgers. You got Miami
No,
Dolphins.
hey, don't be a
You
bitch,
got
right?
listen. The New York Jets or the next New York team, the New York Giants. Those are the 3 teams I believe he should go to that makes them. Let's think about it. The Miami Dolphins were really good with Tua, right? But he's inconsistent because of injury. Now you get a dynamic player that makes them, and plus the AFC East is, you can win that. You talk about the New York Giants, right? You incorporate someone that is way better than Danny Dimes, who is doing the same thing he's doing at a fraction of what he's doing. Just believe what could happen to that team. You talk about the Jets, who has a top 5 defense that on offense couldn't put it together. Losing your offensive coordinator, now you're gonna bring someone that can compensate to option, RPO type of player like him. Those are the 3 teams I would love to see him at. I don't know about y'all. Y'all gave me a reaction, so please let me know what y'all think about it. Y'all quiet.
No, yeah, I'm just listening at this point in time.
Yeah, I'm over. Like
What y'all think about
I
my
don't-
take,
I
though? What y'all think
I
about?
don't see him going to the Giants. And unfortunately, as much as I appreciate that,
Y'all
I
got the
think
money.
Hey,
he would have to straight up say, I want to come.
You know what other rumor I've heard about Lamar Jackson that you would
Lions?
like? Detroit.
Yeah. And that, remember, I've said it already. Now, at first, I was like, no. But then when I started watching how Danny Dimes played, and I think the whole way, I think it always depended on Danny Dimes. I didn't expect Daniel Jones to do this good. I'll be the first one to say that. You know what's funny? Remember at the beginning of the draft, you told me take Daniel Jones, and I took Daniel Jones at the 7th pick, last mystery relevant of our fantasy draft. And then I traded him away. Daniel Jones was like QB. Listen, Daniel Jones was like QB8 fantasy.
Watch.
Okay.
You traded every quarterback you had.
Wait, no. We're not Madden. We're
Yes.
talking fantasy. No, I'm talking the fantasy football.
Oh, fantasy football. I'm about to say fantasy draft on Madden. Yeah, you traded every quarterback.
So anyway, the reason I'm saying that is because Daniel Jones has earned an opportunity to play. Unless Lamar Jackson says, I want to come to the Giants, I don't see. They'll try, but it'll be under wrap and sealed. It's not going to be obvious they're coming for Lamar Jackson.
Can I give you some hope? Can I give you some hope?
I don't think Detroit's going to take him because Detroit like Jared Goff.
Yes, he did really well. But can I give you some hope?
If Lamar Jackson gives me a call and says, "Hey, you up?" and I know I got Jared Goff, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer, right?
Can I give you some hope? I'll give you some hope real quick.
You up? I'm up. I'm awake.
As a Niner fan, there was no way I thought that CMC was coming to us. We talked about this, Washington, about how we got him. The player did due diligence to that franchise, and they did due diligence to him. I wanted to go there. Please compensate that. We got Buffalo and everyone giving Carolina first-round picks, and we didn't give that. We didn't have that. And he came to us because of due diligence. I really feel like that's another thing. The Ravens was like, hey, where you want to go? You did due diligence. You were MVP for us. Where you want to go? I really think that. Think about this, and I'm being a nerd.
To give up? What do you have to give up to get Lamar? Is what you're not understanding. What? Because they're going to franchise tag him.
That's my point.
Try to trade him.
That's my point. Is
I think
how many draft picks would you give up for a multi-1,000-yard receiving, 1,000-yard rusher player? We didn't give up much. The reason why we didn't give up much, we talked about this, Wash, is because he compensated. We didn't have a. We was broke as hell. But we got it because the player talked to the ownership and said, "Hey, this is where I want to go. I gave you what I had. We're not trading the same way, so compensate." This is the same thing that should happen for the Ravens.
Watch. Let me put a hypothetical. All right, you're Baltimore. You tag Lamar and you know he wants out. I'm Detroit. I give you a call. I offer you Jared Goff and 2 1s. Would you take it?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You got me on the 2 1s, and Jared Goff can hold me over till next season.
Mario.
Like
what you just?
Because I think if you have a quarterback, that's what it would take.
Mario. What's 2024's quarterback?
Caleb Williams, baby.
No. All right, so you just answered your own question.
But you're not getting a high first if you put Lamar on.
Yeah, but the thing is, you'll have 2.
We don't know that. He's probably not going to play that year.
And you probably, if you with Jared Goff, you could probably use those 2 1s, use Jared Goff, and maybe a second, and trade up to a spot where you could probably get Caleb Williams.
Bro, but what I'm saying is, what you offered, I would have took that in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to play with me. Give me the next best thing.
Okay, I think that's what it would take. I think it would take Jared Goff and 2 1s, like if you're Detroit, and I think they would probably try to milk a second out of it, but I think you could get away with just 2 1s.
But you gotta understand, like you gotta. That's a manager right there, because you gotta understand, like looking at the trade history and how you got players. Sometimes that compensates. Like if I can get, like, I can't even think of trades right now. But if I can get a 3rd round pick for this franchise player, why the hell do I have to give you 2 1s? That's what GMs are gonna look at. It's like, why would I do that when I know that This team went to another team
Hey,
and got
actually,
So think about
hold
this.
on.
If I
Hey,
get a
hold
running
on.
back that is equivalent to a CMC,
Question.
why the fuck would I give a two first when they gave only
Question.
1/3?
If I right now, I'm on here. No, right now. If I gave you, because Detroit has 2 first-round draft picks this year. If I just gave you the 6th and the 18th for Lamar Jackson and Jared Goff, would you take it?
Take it. I'll take it.
This
As
year?
a GM, I take it. I take it.
Or
Knowing that I could get
hold on,
Bryce Young, maybe.
hold on. Watch this thinking. Or would you want a first this year and a first next year?
Yes.
Because either way, I still got a first this year.
I'm still taking it. Why? Because I have a disgruntled quarterback. I'm not going to keep him in my stable knowing that.
Look what Detroit has. They have 2 1s, 2 2s, a 3, a 5, and 2 6.
It's all from the Rams. Yes, I know. It's
And
all from the
Minnesota.
Rams. Minnesota for
only the
Hawkinson.
first time again.
Yeah. Hawkinson and the Stafford trade. Yes, I get that part. But what I'm saying
Detroit's
is,
will be game
you're
this
taking
draft.
everything if you know that franchise player is not going to be invested in your franchise. Like, fuck it. And Washington knows this because we're in a franchise in Madden. We're not loyal to any player. If you don't, and he's not either. If you don't take that first offer, you're trying for compensation.
Are you out?
You out. Go ahead, Watts. I want your explanation on that too.
Listen, at the end of the day, where is Lamar Jackson going? I don't know. Because the
Nobody
situation is so where does he go? Does he go
Well,
to
the thing
Vegas?
is, like, what
I
sucks
said what I
with
said.
this is what happens when you're your own agent.
I mean,
think about it.
no,
'Cause
that's
think about
not a good take.
This is why. No, this is why. Think about it. When you have an agent and the GM are talking, right? The agent is telling you every reason why you should pay this person A, B, and C, and the GM is trying to tell this person why they shouldn't pay their player A, B, and C. Now, if you're the player, you're gonna have to listen to people that draft you tell you why we shouldn't pay you what you're worth. Then at that point in time, that's gonna skew in your mind. You're gonna be like, these motherfuckers don't value what I bring to the table. That's why I feel that this is an issue. Why, like, I think he's worth whatever he gets. Like, I think he's worth what he thinks he's worth. But when you go into these meetings and like, we don't think we should pay you this because of injury reasons or blah blah blah, or we don't think you're blah blah blah. That's a problem.
You know it's worse when Roquan Smith already got the bag. And he just got there this year. That's why I think he's gone.
I think if Lamar Jackson had an agent, he'd have been paid last year.
But that part alone, Richard Sherman doesn't have an agent, and he's been at a Super Bowl. He's been at a Super Bowl 3 times. He went to the 49ers without a freaking agent and got his money and almost won a Super Bowl. Now, I see both sides. I get it.
I also think Richard Sherman's a little bit more rational in the business sense than Lamar Jackson is.
I don't disagree. But what I'm saying is I'm giving you an example of someone that didn't have an agent that actually was successful. Do you have anything to take before I go into our favorite game of Monday?
No, I'm good.
So we're going to the Dallas Cowboys go to Tampa, who got their ass wiped in the regular season, and it was the opposite this time around. Dallas Cowboys defeat Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The only thing I want to say before y'all go is this. I didn't watch. I am very old, y'all. I'm 34, turned 35. I sleep very early. So when I woke up and saw this, I started taking notes because Washington knows we go to the gym very early before PT. And I take notes on a lot of this stuff because I go on YouTube and start doing this. I watched the game twice. And I looked at it and I was like, Dak Prescott, everyone's praising. Good. He did his thing. But when you have that type of time in the pocket, you're going to look, anyone can look that great. that defense is bottom 20, which is why I kept saying Brock Purdy played bottom 20 defenses until this week. He got so much time. Washington, me, you, and Mario. If we had that much time, Julio Jones would have got a touchdown. I'm saying. So great for the Dallas Cowboys to win a game that they have to win because we know that they're that type of caliber of a team. But at the same time, I'm not impressed of your win. So go ahead.
They're gonna have to go into San Francisco and prove something.
They have to.
Yeah.
They have
They
to.
have to.
There's nothing really to
I
talk
don't-
about.
Like I hopefully, if we're all fortunate, especially more so for myself, Tom Brady will retire.
He's not.
For the
He
love
already
of-
he already said
For
he's not
the-
retiring. He's coming back this year. Doesn't know
For the
what
love
team.
of
Doesn't know what team he's going to, but he already announced within a
I hope he-
podcast that he's not retiring.
I hope
He
he
has
keeps
one
his
more
ass out.
year.
You know what? I hope San Francisco tries for him.
No. That
I'm
ship
good.
sailed. That ship sailed. We should have done that in 2020 when he won the Super Bowl. But what I'll tell you about this game, the Cowboys versus Bucks, I already brought it up. That pass rush was non-existent. When you're a professional 32 starting quarterback, that shit is luxury. You Washington, you said you didn't have anything?
No.
I
right.
mean, I picked Tampa Bay to win,
Me too.
and I
Me
thought
too.
I
I
I
was
did
wrong.
not.
I-
I remember
I
I
was
never
wrong.
was. I never was
for
picked
the
Tampa Bay.
reason why I
Washington
picked
is
them
right.
was a few reasons. I trusted Tom Brady more in the playoffs than I trust Dak Prescott in the playoffs, and also Tom Brady was 7-0 versus Dallas prior to. So I was like,
A lot
I'll
of
take
analytics
that.
can play this off.
Yeah, so I thought it was gonna be a lot closer, and Dallas played pretty decent, but I mean, this is the one time I'm gonna agree with you, Fred, on the 7th seed thing. They should have been there.
They did not belong there. The Cowboys
They
should have
didn't.
played another team at that time. They should have played.
That is.
If you look at the landscape, it should have been the Cowboys and Giants,
Yeah,
where the Giants whooped their ass.
they didn't belong there.
Long as you motherfucking know.
No, we know this because when we get to the quick pick'ems, let's go, bro. We gotta do this quick pick'ems real quick. We gotta go. We gotta go for this because I'm so fucking hyped for this shit, bro. We're going Saturday, January 21st. The first game at 16:30. This is one thing I hate too. These late games. We're in the East Coast. I fucking hate that, bro. When I watched the Warriors last time, the end of the fourth quarter was at 1 o'clock in the morning, bro. I was so pissed. So 16:30, we got y'all's Jacksonville Jaguars going into Arrowhead. Where you go with this? And explain. We have a lot of time for this. I got Chiefs.
I don't. I do have to. I have some lovey-dovey time I gotta get into.
Give me
But,
some content.
The Chiefs. I got the Chiefs over the Jags, and the main reason, first reason is Patrick Mahomes.
My homeboy.
But that's like a 0.5. I think them playing at Arrowhead is what's really gonna F them up.
Oh,
I think it's gonna.
I like
I
that
think it's
take.
gonna be a lot.
I like that take.
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think. I think Andy Reid and experience. You know what? Mario laughing.
I'm thinking in my head, and I'm trying to be rational right now.
Yeah, right.
All I can tell you is this. I hope them people in Kansas City are religious, because Jacksonville Jesus is coming to town, baby.
Hey,
I'm
look,
telling you,
man.
bro.
I'm with Mario,
Jacksonville
bro.
Jesus is coming to town.
Listen, I'm gonna be straight up. You know what? These picks are not gonna be rational anymore, bro.
No.
Give me Jacksonville.
Yes.
So
Jacksonville.
They're not gonna be rational.
Jesus is coming to town, and I hope.
Mario,
in Kansas City, the Waffle House is 24/7 there too.
Mario. So
Telling you.
please, quit being the peer pressure real quick. Washington had a take that I wanted to listen to before you peer pressured him.
I wasn't.
Matter.
I'm just in my mind.
Matter.
He's talking, and I'm like,
it does matter
He's right.
because I'm sitting here like Oh shit!
F
I
Arrowhead.
never thought about
F
it.
Arrowhead. F
Okay,
Arrowhead.
go.
No, F Arrowhead. It don't matter. We're talking about Trevor Pretty Boy Lawrence.
So
Who got better hair? Trevor Lawrence got better hair than Patrick Mahomes. Therefore, Trevor Lawrence is going to win. I don't want to hear nothing else. Your take is wrong.
Yes.
so the
High
battle.
five.
So the battle of better hair wins.
I'm telling
He has
you.
better hair. He had
Loser
better hair
has
than
to
just
shave their
Trevor.
head.
Brock
Loser gotta
Purdy,
shave their head.
Brock Purdy got the best hair.
You tripping. Trevor Lawrence is the prettiest man quarterback left in the playoffs.
Ain't nobody Purdy than Purdy. Listen.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hey. Joe Burrow's a pretty good looking dude, no homo.
All right.
Oh, stop it.
Hey, watch.
That's
Guess
cool
what?
Joe right there.
Watch. Guess what? I can clip that and fucking edit the no part. I'm just saying. You homo now,
okay.
bro. So listen.
Hey, Jacksonville Jesus.
So listen. Y'all had me for a minute, but y'all tripping. Y'all are tripping.
I'm trying to be rational, bro. And like,
No, it's not. It's not rational. It's not rational.
Hold on. Let's back it up. You said Jackson was not going to win the game in the playoffs.
You did.
No. Let's keep it
You
clean.
said we're going to beat the Ravens.
Let's keep it clean. Yes, I did.
But you all said they weren't going to win in the playoffs. You said we were out of our minds.
No. The take was against the team that y'all thought y'all were playing. It had nothing to do with them.
So you thought Jacksonville was going to beat the Chargers?
No. No one did. You didn't think that for
We
one
did.
half.
We picked them.
Watch
We
Mario.
did.
Mario, you were about to go
What?
to the next restaurant to buy 2 more beers in the first half. The 4 interceptions. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
I still picked them. I picked
the
them
time.
too. I picked them. Watch the last podcast and see who I
Right.
picked.
Listen,
Right,
bro.
right,
You're
right.
a hater. Jacksonville's going to whoop Kansas City's ass.
Let's put money on this then. We got the
Whoa.
I'm poor. Hey,
Let's
my
put-
bank account-
Oh,
my bank
not
account-
oh now oh
I lost my card.
oh
I lost
now
my
we
card.
now we have bro put your star card on this shit, bro.
I'll get my
Nah,
I don't
listen.
have money. I don't have money. I don't got money betting like
Hey,
that.
listen.
I don't have-
I'm gonna have
Listen.
I'm gonna have to. I got about 6
Y'all
more
fucked
minutes,
up
and then I
my
got
ta-
to dip.
That's fucked up because we still got the whole quick pick'ems. That's fucked up.
It's not. It's a quick pickup. You got to pick them a little quick, and we'll
No.
explain
Quick.
next week. That's the whole purpose of quick picks. We
Listen,
pick them and
listen.
we talk about it next week.
Y'all got me fucked up. All right, so quick pick'em is now.
Who you got? Who you got? Jacksonville, or Kansas City.
I want money on this though.
We haven't put money this
It's-
whole
All right,
time.
no money. But this is the one game I do want to bet.
Okay.
Y'all
What you
two
want to bet?
got the Jaguars, correct?
Yes.
I got Kansas City. So, national anthem is played by y'all two on this chat, on this platform, so I can put it on social media. I'll sing it if we lose, if the Kansas City Chiefs lose. Are we good?
So we gotta sing it.
Are we good? Because y'all singing.
Wait,
Singing.
what are you asking though? What's the bet? Singing it?
If the Jaguars lose to the Chiefs, y'all singing. And by the way, Washington. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Mario, Washington owes us already the Army song for that fantasy
You
league.
said that's doing.
Was he in last place?
He was
I
tied
came
for
second to last.
He was tied for last place.
I did not.
I thought it had to be like in a public area. I thought it had to be like in a public place.
Still waiting.
Are you serious? Y'all started
Still
out
waiting.
second to last.
You
The
were
ranking said I was in
tied.
ninth.
You were tied for last. You were tied for last. You give a fuck about point differential? I brought that up in the beginning.
bro.
I thought
I'll take that bet though.
It has to do with record. Now,
I'll take that bet
y'all,
though.
y'all
I'll
are
definitely
good.
take that bet.
So next up
I'll take that
is the game that everyone thinks is a trap game, but we all know the same thing that happened last week about this trap game. We all voted for the Giants to beat the Vikings. The Giants are beating
Same
the
friend.
Eagles too. The Giants are about to beat the Eagles too. Giants are winning
Damn
and
right.
they're going on.
Pick the Giants. I'm picking the Giants.
I was.
So are you, Wash.
Of course I am. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Look at my face. Look at my face. Here's transparency. I'm a little scared.
I can't just go
I'm a
down.
little scared.
But y'all want to get on
We're
me
gonna
for
win.
what you saying?
We're gonna win,
what?
but I'm scared. And we're gonna win, but I'm scared.
Bengals, Bills
I ain't scared.
at
I ain't
Buffalo,
scared.
Orchard Park. What's up?
Anytime, baby.
I
What's
possibly
I got
will go to
Cujo.
this game. Hey, listen.
Cujo.
You should go to this game.
I possibly can.
You should
I
go to
possibly
this game.
can. I'm talking to my homeboy as we speak. I should be going to this
I'll tell,
Buffalo Bengals
I'll tell you
game.
this: if you have a chance to go, I would go because this is going to be
Mario.
a light
Mario.
show.
So for my chat, just to let y'all know, I've been to everything under the sun except a Super Bowl. I saw what you said, Washington. I saw a divisional game where we got upset by the Giants. I've seen
What? What
I've seen
happened?
it.
What fucking happened? Speak louder when you say this.
Ty Washington. We lost to the Giants in 2011. Congratulations.
What year? What year? Oh, damn, it's over there.
I
Super
just
Bowl year,
hope.
baby.
I just hope that you do not delete any type of energy when y'all are not in the playoffs anymore. That's all I care about. That's all I care about.
Listen.
Don't hang up.
This is a rebuilding year. This is a rebuilding year.
Don't care. The energy you're bringing.
You're not in a rebuild. You're in the Super Bowl or bust year.
Washington.
I'm in a rebuilding. We've already won the Super Bowl.
Washington. Don't hang up if you're not in the NFC title game. Don't hang up.
Listen, I feel like this, bro.
That's all I
if
care
you guys
about.
win the Super Bowl, I'm blocking you from my phone.
I don't do
if you win
that,
the Super Bowl, I'm blocking you.
It's the difference. I don't do that. Maybe
win
block.
the Super Bowl? Yeah, we know. Win the
Wait.
Super Bowl? Win the Super Bowl? Yeah, I know. I'm really petty right now. Just move.
Did y'all see me do this when the Warriors won the NBA Finals? No.
Well, we all like the Warriors.
I don't do that.
Everybody likes the Warriors.
I don't do that though.
I like the Warriors.
Maybe talk to another Niner fan that might be on your chat. I don't do that. I get excited for myself. That's it. I don't talk shit.
What's up, Niners,
I don't talk
Cowboys?
shit.
Niners, Cowboys. Quick pick. Niners, Cowboys.
Niners. It's not even a quick pick. I cannot wait to talk about this. Remember this phrase. Positionless football. Remember that. Positionless football. Washington.
And if you lose, I'm going to remember that phrase like the mother.
You should. Hey, Mario, this is going to be another good joke. This is another.
I'm wrong for y'all. Y'all look weird. But if
no. Mario.
Positionless football?
Yeah. Mario, he's talking all that shit about positionless football. I've been using that for the last 7 times in franchise and Madden. What happened in those?
We're not talking Madden. We're talking real life. All right? In real life, you better not lose because the first thing I'm going to say on the chat is positionless football. If you win,
positionless football.
You're not lose to the Cowboys.
Y'all not giving me the take. Y'all want me to take this later. Y'all not giving me the take. I told you I was gonna wait to talk about it, but y'all said quick pick 'em. All right, so I'm gonna be good about the take. But listen, this was fun. I loved it. But guess what? We still gotta see this. I cannot fucking wait. Listen, this is so good about being a football fan. I mean, shout out to Mario. His team's not in, but
it's cool. I've taken on the life of the local team 45 minutes away for the playoffs. It's all good. Jacksonville Jesus will lead us to the promised land, all right?
Will you accept me if we lose this week and the Buffalo Bills go to the Super Bowl?
What's that?
Will you accept me if I go and take the Buffalo Bills when they go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah. That's the local team right there. Taking on the life of the Jags over here. Why not, bro? I need something to be happy about. My baseball team sucks. My football team sucks. My college football team keeps getting beat by Utah. Like, I need something to be excited about, all right? All right? I need something to get excited about.
All right, listen.
I'll get excited about those cardiac cats down in Duval, all right?
Love, comment, and subscribe to the Soulflex Podcast. This is the Route Tree. This is the Wildcat A Wildcat. Wild card weekend, man.
Okay.
Hey, guess what? This is a hot take. A Wildcat might happen because I said that. So listen, my boys, this was fun.
Hey, Jags and Giants to the Super Bowl.
I
Jags, baby.
I cannot wait. If that happens, oh shit, this is great content.